Hey folks, this is Chef Jeff from This Old Kitchen. Today we're going to be doing a full rack of ribs. That's a whole rack, that's everything. That's the skirt, the St. Louis cut, and the chine bone. I cut them all apart because they cook at different times. So you don't have to, you can throw, if you've got a big enough grill to throw them on, you can do the whole thing, but beware, they will cook at different times. Some will be dried out, some won't. So we're opting to cut it all apart, which basically what we have here is we have the St. Louis cut into two pieces. We have the whole skirt bottom, which is boneless, and then this here is the what are called regulars. They're really just chine bones. And they're meaty too and very good, but they're going to cook a lot slower than the rest of it. So we want to put them on the bottom and get them cooked. We're also going to do a little smoked sausage today at the same time. That'll come off even earlier. That's going to be sweet and hot Italian sausage, fresh. And then while I'm at it, I'm going to throw on some of my end pieces off a pork loin, a full pork loin. You've got the ends, they're not so good. Throw them in your smoker. They're great. We're going to use some of Jeff's rib rub. And we're just going to coat this stuff up nicely. It's not a real hot, it's a medium. Mostly paprika, sugar, cayenne, chili powder, a bunch of other stuff, cumin, some secret ingredients. Then when we're done with all this, at the end of the smoking time, we're actually going to throw on salmon. And we're going to cook that overnight, real slow, and that'll be mouth-watering. Be careful not to do any cross-contamination. One hand on the rib rub, the other hand on the meat. I removed the membrane on these. I like to pat the stuff in too, so it doesn't fall off. I removed the membrane on everything as well, as best I could. We're going to put a little rub on the bottom, but not too much, kind of a waste. Okay, that's awesome. St. Louis. You want to leave the fat, but get the membrane if you can. Sometimes it's a bit tricky. It takes a little bit of practice to get it off. Sometimes use a butter knife or a spoon. It gets underneath it. Makes it very easy. Okay, there's a nice skirt right there. Awesome. Anyway, you can get these full racks at a place like Food Bazaar. They're not so easy to find most places, but they're like $2.19 a pound, which is awesome. And you can actually make 2 or 3 meals out of this, but hell, the smoker's so much work to clean. When I'm smoking a lot. There we go. That's awesome. Let's see what this thing looks like here. Yeah, that's not using up any of my rib rub. Okay, so those are set. Got one little nugget here. I don't know what this thing's going to turn out to be. That should go on the grill probably, or it'll be wasted. Okay, so we're set with that. Wash our hands. Cracked open our slow-cooked burnt ends, I'll call them. There we go, beautiful. We're going to do the same thing here. Oh yeah. Yeah, these would have been otherwise pretty rough pieces here. You notice nobody ever washes their hands on cooking shows. Makes me a little nervous. Okay, so here we go. Put a little bit of this stuff on. Take a little from here and there. And we'll just reapply to the ribs. Yeah, see, these were fatty, kind of useless pieces. You serve that to your guests. Here's my chop and here's yours. That's not going to be good. Okay. babies are just about ready to go on. Of course, these will cook about as much as the other boneless stuff. And the bone-in stuff will stay the longest. The sausage will come off for an appetizer. One more douse here. I generally like to do this a little bit ahead of time, you know, a couple of hours before, let it really sink in. But you don't have to, you know, the flavor, hey, you smoke anything, it's going to taste great. Anyway, there we have it. We'll get us out to the smoker and start putting this stuff on. The fire's on.